the subway ran by the Indian, man. They're kind of sizing you up. You know, they're kind of saying, you know, a new challenger approaches. See what I'm saying? Right? They don't see us as a nation to be feared. They see us as a nation to be mocked. Right? Bring us this.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 13 and verse number 9. Oh, Israel.
Oh, who?
Oh, Israel.
Right? It's only one nation. This whole Bible is about one nation of people. One group of people. One family. Right?
Thou hast destroyed thyself.
Ooh, we did it to who?
Thou hast destroyed thyself.
The Lord said it himself. He made it plain. Israel, y'all destroyed yourself. Look what y'all did. Y'all put these shackles on y'all. A lot of times we blame the heathen, which it is their fault, but we did this to ourselves. We had the commandments. We had the things, the instructions, the guidebook to life, right? The wisdom. We had the kingdom in our grasp. We was in our own land. We had our own rulers. We had our own kings. What happened? We let the heathen get to us, man. We wanted to serve their gods. We wanted to bow down to Baal. We wanted to bow down to Dagon. We wanted to do the things of the Philistines and the heathen, right? What happened? Read that again.
Verse number 9. Oh, Israel.
Oh, who?
Oh, Israel.
Right? Everybody in this part, wherever we are, Jacksonville, Florida, needs to hear this right now.
Thou hast destroyed thyself.
Right?
But in mine is thine help.
And who?
But in me is thine help.
And the Most High is our help. Right? All we got to do is get on our knees, repent, you know, kind of do our thing, you know, say sorry, apologize, be sincere about it. Right? And the Most High, he's just and willing to forgive us. His mercy is renewed day by day. Day by day, we get another chance to wake up and say, Father, I'm sorry for what I did last night. I'm sorry for going off in my lust. I'm sorry for stealing from my brother. I'm sorry for killing so-and-so all those years ago. Right? The Most High, he's just to forgive. Keep going.
I will be thy king.
He will be our who?
I will be thy king.
And who doesn't want the Most High to reign over them, man? Who doesn't want the creator of all things? Beautiful, good, bad, ugly, all things. Right? He kills and he makes alive. Why wouldn't you want to serve him, man? Why would you want to serve any other God that can't do anything for you? Right? Walk around a rock 50 times and then put your hand on it and kiss it, rather than serving the Most High God who actually performs miracles right before our eyes, that actually wakes us up, right? That actually puts food on our tables, right? Why wouldn't you want to serve that?
I will be thy king. Where is any other that may save thee in all thy cities, and thy judges of whom thy sayest,
right?
Give me a king and a prince.
Right? And that's what we ask for. Give me a king and a prince. Right? I don't want to serve the Most High God. Right? I want to serve what they got going on. I want to serve Buddha. I had a manager one time. She told me she's a Buddhist, man. Doesn't know any. She's Puerto Rican. A Puerto Rican Buddhist. That doesn't even make sense, man. Buddha doesn't look like you, right? You don't know the customs of the people, right? You don't know what that's doing for your spirit, man. That's drawing you further away from the Most High and you from a kingdom, man. That's further destroying you and your people when you say, I'm a Buddhist and I got to align my chakras, right? My chakras are out of line. That's off as hell, right? Keep going.
Verse number 11. I gave thee a king in my anger.
In his anger, right, now we have kings and lords reigning over us, right? Now we complain day and night. I'm sick of going to work, man. I'm sick of waking up to get minimum wage pay. I'm sick of having all these damn taxes taken out of my account, man. I could be using this towards so-and-so, right? But this is the punishment. We have rulers and kings that put a yoke of iron upon us, man. Keep going.
And took him away in my wrath.
In his wrath. The Lord didn't give us a damn Joe Biden who falls up the stairs 4 times, right? Just because he was happy, man. Because he was happy with us. He did this in our anger. He put the base men and base people above the greatest people of the world, right? Keep going.
Verse number 12. The iniquity of Ephraim is bound up.
That's it on that. Give me this.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 3 and verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Right? Therefore, the sons of Jacob are not consumed. Right? The Lord doesn't change, man. That's simple. That's plain. Did the Lord say, all right, it's time to stop keeping the commandments. I see y'all done did it for this amount of time. It failed the first time. Y'all could just stop altogether. Y'all still the greatest people on the earth, but just stop keeping the commandments. The Lord is not about to downgrade his people, man. The Lord is not about to go back on what he said, man. The Lord is a covenant. The Lord made a deal. He said, I'll uphold my end of the deal. Y'all uphold y'all's end of the deal. What's going on, King? Come talk to me real quick. Come see what we're talking about. You know you want to come over, King. We got drinks. We got ice cold water. He kind of got the. I don't know what's in that cup, man. Yeah, I don't know. We got to kind of look inside that cup. Right? It's the word of God, brother. You're the greatest man on earth. Jake always claims to be, I'm a God on earth. Right? We're the God. We're the on a higher frequency. Right? We so and so. We vibrate and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Right? Jake always claimed, yeah, I got vibrations and we on a top frequency. Jake always claimed to be gods on the earth, but they don't want to listen to godly advice. That's so backwards. Bring that out.
This is the book of Judah, chapter 8 and verse 24. Now therefore, O brethren, let us show an example to our brethren.
Let us show a what?
Let us show an example to our brethren.
And we come out here, drove hours away from our own place to show an example to our brethren, to show what true love looks like, man. This is what true love looks like. You're not going to find true love in the streets, man. You're not going to find true love with that harlot that you had last night, man. You're not going to find true love from all these vices of the world. You're going to find true love amongst Israel, right? Keep going.
Because their hearts depend upon us.
Right, because their hearts depend upon us, man. Our people, they have failing hearts, longing, right, with sorrow. This is a curse. Our people go through the curses day in and day out, right? Their hearts depend upon hope. What's that hope? Hearing the gospel. Who are you going to hear the gospel from? The Israelites. We're the hope of our people, man. Even we got to realize that ourselves. Every moment that we wake up, we kind of put on our boots for camp. We got to realize that we're the last remaining hope for our people. We're the last-ditch effort for Israel, man. We're the way that Israel gets out of here, man. The Israelites, the brothers that are doing the work on the streets, man. Right? We're the final effort. Right? Keep going. The Lord has tried everything else. He did 7 different more than that. 7 major captivities didn't work out. You see how people are still stiff-necked, still drinking. As soon as I know people, they wake up and they start drinking, man. They pour up, a couple shots. Early in the morning, blood's still kind of hot. They're still pouring up early in the morning, right? So we're the last hope for our people. Keep going on that.
And the sanctuary, and the house, and the altar rest upon us.
And the altar, it rests upon us. We have to bear the burden of our people. Give me the book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. Right? We have to bear the sins of our people. We have to bear the sins of our forefathers. We got to bear the sins of our brethren, right? We're our brother's keeper, according to Genesis. Bring that out.
Book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
The Lord said, don't be conformed, right? You see all the vices and things that's going on in the world. Yeah, they throwing down at so-and-so. Yeah, they got a party, right? Yeah, it's in your neighborhood, right? But the Lord said, don't indulge in that. You got to be set apart for a reason, right? The walk is not easy. Of course, we want to go out and do the things of the world, right? Carnally minded. Right? When we was in the world, we wanted to do the things that was of the world. Now we come into this truth. That stuff doesn't even matter because all of it's going to come to naught. Everything that you see before you is going to burn. Right? Everything. Right? So there's no point in giving all your attention to things of the world, right? When you know that this is going to burn, man. Right? When you know that it's not doing nothing for your spirit, right? It's making you slothful. You go to that one event and that one sister that you had your eye on is kind of there, kind of being seductive. Next thing you know, you're going off. And next thing you know, you stop reading. Slowly and slowly, that's how brothers and sisters fall out the truth, right? Coming into the world, you departing from the kingdom of the Most High, right? You can't have both. You can't have one foot in the kingdom and then you got one foot in the world, right? You got to have it one way or the other. Read that again, King.
Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Right, and you got to transform your mindset, the way you think, right? That's a whole transformation, man. It takes a lot, and that's how you know it's the spirit of the Most High, right? When you go from thinking one thing to being a dope dealer, to dealing to your people, not caring how they feel as long as you make money off of it, to now you care about the soul of your people. What happens when your people die? What happens when you go off, right? That's a big miracle right there to change the mindset of your people. Bring that out.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 16. Let your light so shine before men.
Let your what?
Let your light shine so far before men.
Bring that out one more time, King.
Let your light so shine before men.
We got to let our light shine. That's one of the things they say in the world. Let your light shine, man. They took that from the scriptures, right? Let your light shine before men. What is our light? Give me Proverbs 6 and 23, right? We got to understand what... To get certain context of the scriptures, you got to understand what certain things are representative, right? So we have to understand that light, if we gotta let our light shine, we gotta figure out what that light is. Right? Bring that out.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp.
The commandment is a lamp. When you're in a dark room, right, you kind of turn on the lamp, right? It illuminates it. It gives it light, right? Hey, sister, in a blue shirt. Might be a brother. Never know now. You don't know. Hey, sister in a white shirt.
It's a brother and a sister.
Kind of got to call them out by what they wearing, man.
He had a gray shirt on.
From the top again. Proverbs 6 and 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
And the law is light. So if we got to let our light shine, and the law is light, then we got to teach the law. That's simple. It's crazy how people go against what the scriptures say, man. Give me Isaiah 28 and 10. It's plain upon tables when you put two and two together. The scriptures is light, right? The law is light. I got to keep the law. That's simple. How can you go against that, right? The only way you can go against that is if you're a demon, right? Bring that out, King.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 28 and verse 10. For precept must be upon precept.
You got to dig to find the understanding of the scriptures. Bring it out.
Precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. Here a little,
Here a little, right? Going from the book of Isaiah or going from the book of Matthew to the book of Proverbs, right?
and there a little.
And there a little, right? Now go back to Matthew 5 and 16.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 16. Let your light so shine before man.
Let your light shine before men. Let these men see your works, right? Like we read in Deuteronomy 4 and 6. These nations are supposed to see our works. They're supposed to see our wisdom. They're supposed to be bowing down to us, right? Keep going, King.
That they may see your good works.
Right? Who is it talking about? It's not only talking about Israel supposed to see our good works. When Israel sees us like this, a spirit comes upon them, right? When Israel sees us lined up like this, men in order, right? So-called black and Hispanics getting along, right? Native Americans out here getting along with their own people, right? Not off doing God knows what in the background, right? It's a different spirit that come upon our people, man, right? It's a spirit of sincerity, it's a spirit of love out here. Right, so what do you think's gonna happen to that one person standing in front of you that's been listening to you, man? That spirit gonna transfer, right? Unless they be a scoffer or a demon sent, that spirit more than likely is gonna transfer, and now they're gonna have the spirit of wanting to come into the truth. So we have to be an examples. Our forefathers wrote this book as an example to do, to show what to do and what not to do, especially in the days to come, right? We don't know what's going to happen. We're just rehearsing the righteous acts. That's the best we could do at this point. Keep going on that.
That they may see your good works and glorify your Father.
Come on, brother. I see you looking. You can come over. We don't bite, King. The brother kind of started speed walking now. The brother in the front of a car, in front of a moving vehicle. Brother, we love you, King. Hey, come see what we talk about. It'll take 1 minute.
Hey, you ran from the word, man.
See that? And it's heavy, man. He ran right over it. Yeah, and that's what they do, and they barbecuing. God knows what. You know, Florida, they kind of get down on the grill, in wickedness, right?
Crazy.
Right? The South. Right? Keep going on that, King.
That they may see your good works.
That they may see your good works. And all we're trying to do is spread good works. All we're trying to do is show the brother love, man. What it means to be an Israelite. I'm going to give them one more chance, man. Hey, sister in the white shirt. Sister walking down. Sister with the bun. Sister in the white shoes. I didn't call out her entire outfit. Sister with the Crocs and the black socks. See, she kind of look. Hey, sister, can I show you something real quick? Come talk to your brothers. We got drinks, sister. Drinks. And snacks. Brother said snacks. Well, Israel, they like free food. Israelites never turn down free food, man. That's kind of crazy. We got free food, man. Spiritual and literal. That's right. You never turn down free food. That's soul food, man. Right? Give me Isaiah 55 and 1. That just changed my whole course. Right? That's kind of off. Sister turned down a free meal. 2 free meals. Right? Physical and spiritual. Give me that. You never do that. That's off. Isaiah 55 and 1. You never do that. You taught from a young age, hey, if they got free food, you ain't got to eat it, but just take it. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to eat it, just take it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse number 1. Ho, everyone that
know. We know we all are thirsty out here. It's humid out here. It's mosquitoes. Everyone that thirsteth, what are we commanded to do?
Come ye to the water.
We got plenty of water, man. Spiritual water, physical water. What else? That spiritual water, that's the understanding. Give me that in the book of Psalms chapter 1. Keep going.
And he that hath no money.
Hey, we're not asking for money. We're not asking. You ain't even got to donate. You know, you ain't got to do none of that. This is for free.
Come ye, buy and eat.
For free. A free buffet. Go to Corral for free, Aunt.
Ye come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Wherefore do you spend money?
What's going on? What's your nationality? Oh, kind. Then switched up completely. What's going on, King?
Is that he Cuban?
You good, King? How you feeling? You had a question? Okay. Let's show him. Give me, you know my precept. Let's show him. Right, we out here to show our people. What you got, King? You got a precept? Yeah, get what you got. Right, watch this. I'm gonna show you.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse number 4.
Before I get into it, I gotta ask you a question. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in the Bible? Okay, cool. So this Bible, right? You ever heard of the phrase "a picture is worth 1,000 words"? So this Bible is like basically an autobiography, right? It was written by our people for our people, right? So you got to picture this. It's like a picture, right, written into 1,000 words, right? You got to picture this thing happening to us, right? So read this. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna show you what it means.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse number 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
I'm gonna ask you a question, right? I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna ask you, who does this sound like? Okay? We down? You good? I'm gonna take that as a yes, right? All praises.
That I gave thee.
So the Lord said that this people is gonna discontinue from who they are, their nationality and their heritage. All right?
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
And this people is gonna lose their heritage, number one. And then number two, they're going to serve their enemies, right? Keep in mind that word serve, okay?
I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
They're going to come into a land, lose their heritage, number one, come into a land that they didn't know, and then be servants, all right? So that's three things, right? So far, who does this sound like? I'm asking you. Who does it sound like? They're going to come into a land that they didn't know. They're going to serve their enemies, and they're not going to know who they were. Slaves, right? And who was the slaves? But who were the slaves? Exactly. And who are we? We're the descendants of our ancestors, right? So that's why we're up here, to show you that this Bible is talking about us and that we have certain requirements that we got to follow, right? Keep going. Oh, so you already know. So what do you know about the Israelites? Bring it up. You got to speak up, King. I can't hear you.
I'm speaking as but I tell you, you got to come to your own terminology. Come to the crossroads, understanding, and moving on with life, and carry yours feet first, and do better, make better choices. Because our ancestors already that brought us here.
Okay, cool. So
Earn your way.
that's right. Okay, so how do we make better choices? What do we do that we didn't do in the past?
I guess we didn't put forth the motivation to win, and we wanted someone else to carry us.
The answer is simple. We didn't keep the commandments. Bring this up.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 7. Remember the days of old.
The Lord said, remember the days of old. So you already understand that we were the ones who came on slave ships. That's good. A lot of our people, they don't claim that we came on slave ships. So that's good, right? The Lord said we got to remember the days of old.
Consider the years of many generations.
We got to consider that. How did it get to this? How do we get here, right? How do we end up in the middle of Florida, right?
Ask thy fathers, and he will show thee.
Right, and the way we ask our fathers now is through reading the scriptures, right? That's how we're shown how we were carried over here.
Columbus come to find America. America, then the Indian was already here. Speak no more.
They know what to state, bro.
Now, check this out. Check this out, brother. Brother, you gonna drop the mic and leave on me? Come on, I want to teach you some more. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. One more minute. Give me the book of Sirach, chapter 42 and verse 8.
Yeah, what's that?
This always, man. It's always that one J that comes up to drop their spill of knowledge and then dip out. They drop the mic and dip out. 42 and 8. Sirach, 42 and 8.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 42 and verse number 8. Right. Be not ashamed to inform the unwise.
Right? And we can't be ashamed to inform the unwise, right?
And foolish.
And foolish.
And the extreme age.
In the old age, the extreme age. I don't know how old that brother was, but he had some age on him. But we can't be ashamed to inform them, man. Okay.
Wait a minute. Extreme age that contendeth with those that are young.
We can't be ashamed to inform them, though we may be young men. We can't be ashamed to inform the old age, man. Right? It's crazy to me how you know a lot of brothers and sisters, right, with some age on them, they kind of tell you one thing and they think they then gave you the recipe, man, to the kingdom. Right? They told you one thing that was halfway accurate, right? And now they think, they kind of dropped the nugget of wisdom on you, man. Right? When we trying to come out here and teach you the Bible, right? The whole truth, right? So that's it on that, King. Let's go back to where we was at. Bring it up.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 7. Remember the days of old.
Right? Remember the days of old.
Consider the years of many generations.
Right, so yes, again, we did this to ourselves, right? When you go back and read the accounts, our forefathers was going off, constantly sacrificing to strange gods, right?
Ask thy fathers, and he will show thee.
Right, we gotta read as Paul said, man. Right, this is an example. Right? These things were written for our learning. We got to ask our fathers, right, through flipping through the precepts, going through the scriptures, seeing what happened with Moses when he disrespected and disobeyed the Most High God. See what happened to Israel when it went from 40 days in the wilderness to 40 years, man. Right? We got to consider these. The Lord is well and capable of making our affliction 20 times worse in America. Right? Let 3 Israelites go off at the wrong time in the wrong place. The Lord can increase our captivity 30 more years. And it's not like we'll know it because we don't know the time, man. Right? So we never know. We got to come back as a nation and consider the things that we did in the past, right? And put them in a perspective now. All right, we did this in the past. We got to kind of do the opposite now. Right? Keep going.
Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Right, we got to ask our elders, man. They're going to tell us what happened back then. Right?
When the Most High divided the nation, their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam.
Right? And that's it on that. Right, so it all goes back to seeking, number one, seeking counsel from the old, right, or I'll say the age, the elders, right, because that's what the Lord put them on this earth for. The elders in our truth get much respect, man, double honors, man. All praise to the Most High, they endure in this truth, right, they continue stronger every day and give us the wisdom and counsel that we need, right. Get that real quick, King.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of God.
Right? All scripture is given by inspiration of God. Right? Not just the first 5 books, not just the New Testament. You got some they don't even believe in the New Testament, man. You got some they don't even believe in the Old Testament. Either way, you got to believe in both. You got to have faith in the Mashiach and keep the law. Do the works, right? You can't have one without the other, right? Keep going.
And it's profitable for doctrine.
It's profitable. Right, this stuff is needed. It's much needed, man. Right. For not only to show forth the doctrine, right? Because we don't want to make a shame the ministry, man. You got brothers they put in gears building up the ministry, building up this truth, and you got some brothers, they if they don't know what's going on in the scriptures, they could put blame on the ministry, right? So that's why we have to be learned and show ourselves approved. Keep going.
For reproof. Right. For correction.
For correction, we got to understand these scriptures to not only for reproof. Right, before correction, man. Right, you might have a brother he going off and you don't know how to rebuke that. Right. You got to understand the laws that is going into, right, and understand how to rebuke certain spirits, man. So you don't put a blame on Israel. Right. So it's a lot of things that come in with the scriptures. You got your wisdom, you got your prophecy, you got your counsel, right? You got your laws, right? You got everything that you need to live by is in the Bible, man. Right, keep going.
For instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be perfect, truly furnished unto all good works.
Right? That the man of God may be perfect. And that's what we harping into. Be ye perfect as I am perfect, man. We got to be perfect as the Most High God is. Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 16. What you got? Kind. You are good, kid.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, and verse number 16.
2 minutes.
Circumcised.
Hold on. Come on, sister. Sister with the blue shirt. Give us 2 minutes. That's a sister. Okay. All praise. You never know, man. It gets confusing.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, and verse 16. Circumcised, therefore, the foreskin of your heart.
Right? We got to circumcise our heart. Keep going on that.
And be no more stiff-necked. For the Lord your God,
The Lord our God,
is God of gods, and Lord of lords.
right? He's the king of all things, man. He has dominion over everything. He got dominion over this tree right now. The tree is swaying. The branches in this tree are swaying because of the Most High God. The clouds are moving and going through the water cycle, right? As Esau says, right? They're going through their cycles because the Most High put it that way. The Lord told the stars to shine at night. He told the wind to blow in its circuits. The Lord made the fire to quench, man, right? And to destroy. The Lord gave everything its commandments. The Lord gave the wicked the commandment to be wicked, and he gave the Israelites their commandments. We're the only people that don't keep the commandments, man. Esau can keep the commandment of being wicked. That's his job, right? Israelites, we can't even keep the commandments of, the dietary law half the time. See what I'm saying? Everything, hey, bring that up.
Everything is obedient but Israelite.
Everything is obedient. The garbage can is obedient, man. It takes trash all day. The parking space is obedient. That traffic cone everything is obedient, right? Except the Israelites. So that's why we come out here. That is our whole purpose in this life, man. It's to serve and to wake up our people, right? Bring that out. It's a lot. I got you, Odin.
You got the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 21. So thy race which thou leavest shall be magnified, having the confidence of their good descent. So like, I'm reading it again. Sirach chapter 26 verse 21. So thy race which thou leavest.
So thy race, right, the race of the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is one race. We're not 12 different races composed of one nation. Right, we are one nation composed of 12 tribes, man. We are one race composed of 12 different likes of men, right? So that's what that's going into. So our race may be what?
Shall be magnified.
So our race could be magnified. We come out here to magnify our race. We don't come out here to magnify anybody else. We come out here to tear these nations down, man. Right? After last, the Most High is going to reap, man. He's going to destroy these nations. We're not here to boost them up, man. They're created in vain, man. Imagine waking up and knowing that you're made to be destroyed. That's what the white man has for him. That's what the Asian man has for him. To wake up to know he's going to be killed off, right? We're waking up to know that we got a kingdom. We got hope, right? They're going to brother again. Come on, brother. One more. One time, King. You walked like 5 times, brother. See that? They pull away the shoulder. Now, hey, but we also are here to mark our people. At the end of the day, everybody who has got the one that has been marked, right? So Lord willing, Israel starts to wake up, right? But with that, all praise be to the Most High. Come Yisrael. Come Yisrael. Come Yisrael. God, Shalom.